Hey yo, it's your boy Big Truck. Shout out to my man, Average Man Unplugged. Brother Rome doing some exceptional things. Why don't you go on ahead and show him some love? As y'all see, I got my rock star. So we're gonna get into this thing.
Of a woman who is educated, seems to be making a pretty good living. However, she is frustrated because she has come to the realization that no man cares about her degrees or her income or what kind of occupation that she has. It's funny because it's like, men, we've been trying to tell y'all this for so long, and we're still trying to tell y'all this. And it's, I don't want to say it's a breath of fresh air, but it's definitely Kevin Samuels used to use the term very rich.
And here we go.
One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running.
She gets it. But look what had to happen in order for her to get it. Like I've always said, don't get me wrong. It's good that you've accomplished those things. Your education, your degrees, your good job, that's good. Those things are good for you. But those things can't help you keep a man. There is more to it than just that. With men, for the most part, we're simple. Do you know how to love? Are you ready to love? Are you understanding? Are you kind? Are you respectful?
If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you whatsoever. They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you realize that and accept it, you won't even get offended by it. Because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently.
Thank you.
A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not you can't even really fault it. Men have the luxury, because for the most part across, I don't even know if I go as far as saying across the world, but for the most part in most communities, men make more money than women. So they have the luxury of being able to date for things outside of stability, even general, sometimes even compatibility. They can date for whatever reason they want to, whereas women, sometimes we're looking for other stuff. Right. We can have $1 million in the bank. A lot of women would still want a man that has more money than them, or has something equal or something similar.
You heard her just say that. She said we can have $1 million in the bank and a woman's still gonna want a man with something similar or more than her.
Exactly.
And the crazy part about it is that although we look for different things, don't you think it would be in the best interest of a woman that's successful, maybe such as yourself, to not value the financial part so much if you already got it yourself?
But when we look at how a large number of modern feminist women idolize social media and idolize a lot of the superstars and so forth, they want to live how they live.
Because you are a slave to your emotions and that hypergamy.
Not only that, but they sold to the finances. A large number of individuals have sold their soul to money, made money their god. That's it. I cannot be making this shit up. They have literally sold their soul to money, and it shows in their behavior. It shows how they move, and it shows the words to come out of their mouth. And what do you do at that point? What do you do? At that point, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. You can't save everybody. Not everyone was welcome on Noah's Ark.
All women. But a lot of women, because they're just scared, they know it makes them an easy target for men that are leeches and moochers and, just want to use them. Men, they just are wired differently. They can go after what's beautiful. So realizing that as a woman, I also had to come to the other harsh reality of what my grandmother told me when I was like maybe 14 or 15. She told me that you have to maintain your appearance as a woman until the day you die. And I know some of y'all are thinking like, well, damn, Taylor, you didn't listen. I don't wear makeup all the time, but I still kind of feel like I'm put together. I always have good hygiene. I always maintain, a certain level of fit.
And here we go.
For her not to wear a lot of makeup, she's gorgeous. Now, see, that's natural beauty. She don't need them long ass eyelashes. Now, whether that's a weave or her hair, she wears it well. Okay, I can see some lip gloss, at the most, lip gloss. But this is natural. This is the type of stuff that men like. I know I like it. I love a woman that's natural. Let's go.
Fitness. Y'all know my mother died. She had a stroke when I was 13. So I always try to maintain a certain level of fitness.
Sorry to hear that.
Peace, love, and blessings, and peace, and much love and respect to your family. Anytime we hear about a lost loved one or lost friend that you're close to or whoever's dear to you and so forth, Big Truck here at the King's Table, we always send our love and pay our respects and give credit where credit is due. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach, the Messiah himself.
But she told me that you have to be it all, or like you have to you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be strong, you can be, all of these other things, but you can never neglect your appearance in the process. And
you know what? I agree with her, and I think this is one of the reasons why, especially passport bros or other guys that travel and date abroad, one common thing that you will hear all of us say is that it is a lot harder to find Big Shirley in these other countries. And part of the reason why is because in these other countries, they understand this very dynamic and this realization that she's come to.
Yeah, they do.
The women in these other countries, they understand that. That's why the fitness culture is a lot higher in some of these other countries.
Yep.
You go to these other countries, bro, it'd be women in their 40s. It's women in these, dude, go to places like Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, Brazil, different parts of Africa, and I'm telling you, bro, you will see 40 and 50-year-old women that are putting 20 and 30-year-old women in the U.S. to shame.
Go to my hometown, Jamaica.
Shit, you not, bruh. You can ask Passport Blueprint. When we was both in Brazil,
Hawaii.
Hell, I'm like, hell, he was eyeballing older women more than I was. He was spotting them. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm over here. Like, Brazil is just a whole nother monster. It's beautiful.
Hey, and to mention Florida, a large number of people sleep on Florida. Don't sleep on Florida because it's right there. Florida's right there. Then you have the Caribbean islands and all of that is not far from Florida. What? 30-minute flight, between 30 to an hour flight. I know when I usually fly back home to Jamaica from Florida, that's a 30-minute flight. So when we talk about, how women keep themselves up, and I also want to throw this out there. The older women in this generation beat out the younger women in this generation.
And coming to that realization, like, wow, as a woman, you always have to maintain your appearance, because it's just, there's so much currency in a woman's appearance. And I'm going to tell you one other thing. My grandmother is 94 years old. She's a woman who's always taking care of herself physically. She always told me, don't let your kids stress you out. Don't let your husband stress you out. Don't let your job stress you out. And
I tell people stress is a choice. I love her locks if she have locks, look like locks, but I always tell people stress is a choice. Either you choose to allow things to stress you out, or you don't allow things to stress you out. We're in 2024. August 1st of 2024, my uncle Charlie, I love him so much. My uncle just turned 105 years old. Man, a Rasta man turned 105 years old. I mean, that's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. And he's still here with us. What does that tell you?
like I said, men are just wired differently. They're built differently. They have the luxury of being able to date just for looks, whereas women, we're looking for more than that. Okay? So if you're a woman that has money, can provide for themselves, all of this kind of stuff, but you don't do anything to maintain your appearance, unfortunately, you're going to attract sometimes the wrong men. I see it all the time. Like, you might attract the pretty men, but you're going to have to take care of them physically, financially, all of that kind of stuff. They will mooch off of you. They will lie to you. They will abuse you. They will do all of this other stuff. They will try to control your finances. They will splurge on other women on your dime. I've seen it happen.
Well, I'm going to say this on my final thoughts. You have to look at who you choose. Look at the type of man you chose versus who you passed up. Who you didn't even give an opportunity. Who you didn't even give a chance. Who you didn't even look his way. But you chose the Pookie and the Ray Ray. But you don't like when Pookie and Ray Ray do what they do. Well, look at who you chose. Look at who you gave your cheeks to. Look at who you gave your time to. Versus who you passed up, who you threw away, who you did not even pay attention to. And that's that harsh truth. And here we are. So all that rhythm of roll, sing, and dance, until you make up in your mind and choose wisely, this is all you're going to choose, and this is what you're going to be left with. So I'm going to leave a copy of this because I'm quite sure there's more. I'm going to leave a copy of this in the description. You can watch the rest. It's your boy, Big Truck. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you. I thank you for letting me on your screen on this day. Until then, go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be blessed. Shalom.